Okay.
Here we be.
We were talking about porn, I think we were, because it's a podcast. Therefore, we have to lead off that way.
Wait, so we're just gonna go right into it,
What are we talking about?
They're
we can
in the middle of the
back,
conversation.
We can go back and do introductions.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, I'm here with Chris Hamilton,
Yes.
very funny comedian. I'm here with Christy Bellich, also a very funny comedian, and I'm Joseph Rocha. I'm all right with the laughter. I'm okay. And this is our first time doing a podcast as a trio.
This is really ghetto. There's two phones and then the what is this? What is that? A tablet. We have two phones and a tablet.
Okay, I think I had to correct you.
In a bar.
We have 3 powerful computers on the table.
That's
TNC, man. That's
not being used for what they
ghetto
used for.
would be, I don't know, 2 tin cans, maybe.
No, that doesn't record anything. But this is close. This is close to tin cans.
It's just very funny to me.
There's no Wi-Fi.
As a
we have no
person
Wi-Fi.
who knows ghetto and ghetto lifestyle, this is not ghetto.
This is ghetto.
Okay.
It's gonna be so much work to put into it.
You have a different definition of ghetto. Then.
Yeah, I have high class ghetto. That's what it is. It's pinky up ghetto.
That's funny. I think. Well, no, I don't want. You want to start? I just realized I don't know where we are. Want to do a beginning or not?
We're at the Grizzly Pear.
We already we're in it. We're already doing that.
All right. Yeah, we're at the Grizzly Pear where they do shows here all week. Stand up. It's a great place to catch stand up. I guess.
At McDougal's, 107. I don't know the area code. You get it.
Exactly. There's so many shows by PJ.
Lander.
PJ Landers.
Yeah.
Jen Matassi and Hilly Schwartz run a show here.
I'm also a part of that.
Mr. Hamilton is there.
Yeah, you are. What? Okay, can we talk about that on this, or is that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, we used to do a show on Wednesdays. I don't want names to be fucking in this, but you stopped hosting.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? I've mulled it over many times, and the simplest answer is that I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's the simplest
it's
answer.
not a simple answer. It's like you just said don't say names, and so that makes me I have to edit on the fly. Okay, so I was doing a show here on Wednesdays.
Of course.
With 2 friends of
10
mine,
o'clock.
comedians, and I was hosting fairly regularly. And you know, I don't know, you guys, the people who are listening, my style can be everything from doing jokes, but then kind of fucking with the comics. Like
Wait, can I give a little feedback? Okay,
how many
New Year's.
silly introductions have I given you?
Yes, very loud. All right, wait. Feedback. All right, backstory. All right, New Year's Eve. We did a show. Wednesday we did a show, and then we did a midnight show. And literally, Joe gets up there and he calls 4, 5 women, bitches, and hoes, and they leave. Like that's a little bit of a hint of how he works.
You know
it's
what's
very
you know
funny.
What's really ironic about that is I thought they got it. I wasn't. You know, I'm the least misogynistic comic in the world. And I just thought I'm playing around with you.
No!
But they didn't. They totally got
No!
it. And I knew it. I knew it within about 30 seconds that it came out of my mouth. I go like, oh shit, they didn't buy it. But I didn't feel like going like, oh, let me kiss your ass.
I agree. I get
But
that.
I saw anger come out of you. There was
Yeah.
like clear
There was a little anger afterwards, after they left or got.
Well, because they were flicking me off. Did you see that? They were flicking me off and they were talking shit. Well, am I supposed to go like, oh, let me, I'm glad I made a gesture.
Yeah, you bowed.
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that.
very,
Nobody saw
Who's listening
your
to this?
Shakespearean.
Yeah, that's right. Shakespearean. My Shakespearean kind of rap, kind of gesture.
Here, wear this ring.
There was no. I like that ring. There was no anger to them initially. I was playing with them, and then it just turned quickly. Which is
0 to 100.
What's interesting is that the audience appreciated them living because they weren't really listening. They were just kind
No,
of hanging out, and
they were just ready to do karaoke.
yeah, that's exactly right.
Exist.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Karaoke
But,
did not exist on that plane.
No, it didn't. It didn't. So, like, you actually helped me out because once they left, I was like, all right, cool. No karaoke. Like, it never was going to happen.
But that's generally not my style at all. I'm not there to like piss people off.
Oh, no, but I'm saying you're a risk taker. That was my thing. My thing wasn't like you're a risk taker. You're willing to do that. And I think that's awesome because most comics don't. They try to like stay in the box and, I'm not going to offend you, but I'm going to tell you funny jokes. But no, you can still make funny jokes and also offend someone. Was that my phone that went off?
The risk came from it didn't come from risk. It came from my thought, I'm going to go over. And they're like, oh, I guess I'm not. I guess you hate me.
You're like the dude that like holds the basketball until like 3, 2, 1. I got this. Oh wait, I never make threes.
Yeah. Oh right. As you're doing it.
You're like, oh,
what am I doing? I'm stupid.
No 3-pointers over here.
That's funny.
I'm Shaq. I forgot. I'm Shaquille O'Neal. Sorry.
Why did you just apologize?
I don't, because you looked at me like,
I was just.
keep going,
All right, can I
motherfucker.
say? Here's one thing that I've made a decision in my life. I'm never apologizing for existing. I've spent so much of my life going, I'm sorry I'm here, and I'm like, fuck that. I will do apologies if they're absolutely necessary because like, I realized that I don't want apologies from people. I'd rather just go to me, listen, I'll try not to do the behavior. Because what is an apology? Like, I've given apologies that I meant, and then I'm like...
Because what do you think about apologies? What do you consider like, apologies? What are those to you?
Apologies are... Okay, so, as a woman, I often... You know that, like, Pantene Pro-V commercial that's like, I'm so sorry that you ran into me. You know that commercial? I do that all the fucking time. Somebody will, like, run into me or bump into me, and I'll be like, I'm so sorry. My particles bumped into your particles. And I think that the solution to apologies is just to do mushrooms.
Oh my God!
And by the way, it's always
See, that
nice
was
to
coming
have a
off.
comedian / biologist, because you're going to hear stuff like, sorry, my
Particles, yeah.
It's probably the most articulate way you can say that. I'm sorry, my energy clashed with your energy. We had a reaction.
We had a reaction there.
No, well, when I was apologizing, I was saying it as in, just in case I might have offended you. That wasn't what I was going for. That's what the apology was for.
All the horrible things I've said to you, Chris.
Yeah!
All the horrible things I've said to you.
But our
You don't think
relationship...
you have enough leeway to say something annoying?
Well, just in case. I don't know. Like, what if I do say one thing that's like, fuck you, nigga? And I'm like, oh, wait, hold up. So I don't want to get that far.
I think I'd be honored. Really? Thank you. Oh my God, I feel so contemporary. So that's interesting because, like, I love the process you've been going through lately, where I've been watching you on stage, where you're transitioning from like this sort of kind of good time comic to kind of dealing with ideas that are kind of getting under your skin and trying to talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, and then I remember one time I think it was here at the Grizzly Party, I told you you cannot smile during your
My angry
set.
rants.
Yeah.
Like, I can't help it.
We're probably a lot alike. I mean, we probably know how to pass and we know how to like infiltrate. But then at one point you go, but who am I? Like, what do I want to say? Do I have to always go over with everybody, or can I finally start going, you know what, I'm going to be okay with my opinion and with my viewpoint? It's tough because it's easier for me. I know how to make you like me and love me. It's easier to go, you may not like this, but I need to say this,
Yeah. My thing is I'm trying to win them over, and then after I win them over, I'll try to like throw in a few, why'd you say that kind of things. I've seen Godfrey perform once, and he's very funny, obviously. And this particular set that I seen him do was like he was doing funny good time jokes, and then he went right into some racial serious shit. And it was like, oh wait,
sure.
And then he went right back into his good time jokes. Like, oh, okay, we like you again. And then he went back into it. It was like, oh. So just watching that happen, I was like, all right, well, I can see it. Though, as long as you are funny and you're being with them, they'll kind of accept you. But if you're touching something that's too truthful, I think they kind of grudge. And it's a give and take. You have to learn.
That's why I like Christy. That's why I like your style. You don't care getting them to like you at all. You don't care about the middle.
I care about them so much
You can see
that
her
I want to
face.
piss them off.
Yeah.
I think you believe that, actually,
I
don't you?
care about people, there's love and then there's love, there's a difference between I want to be loved and a different, you know what I mean? There's too much shit that goes on in the world.
Yes, I agree.
And I love you, Chris.
Oh, I love you too.
I want to ask you, why have you brought us here to do this podcast?
I think we all kind of agree. We all wanted to be here. Right? Am I wrong about that? Right? We all wanted to be here. I was like, get out of here, guys.
The reason I laugh is that instead of answering privately, like, right? Like we're,
Yeah.
come
Right?
on.
Because
No,
I
what do you want to do?
don't
What
want
is
it.
your heart saying?
I didn't want that to be the reason. I hope that's not the reason. I realize there's different levels of releasing, I think, and we can release, some conscious thoughts via podcast, and we don't just have to do stand up that way. I think that's a good way of doing it. I think Patrice O'Neal was probably the best, where he can be himself on stage and off, and we accept him no matter what. But I think because we're like still in like the trying to get to know ourselves, trying to make something of ourselves, trying to be a name, that we can't just go that way, or at least we shouldn't, because then that will typecast us into something we probably might not want to be at the end. I was watching something and they were talking about Bill Cosby. How the way at first he started doing like George Carlins, and he was trying to be like Richard Pryor, and he was.
Wait, I never heard Cosby claim that. Did he really
Yeah,
say
yeah. He took material from George Carlins.
Really?
Yeah, and he was trying to be more of that kind of edgy.
Pryor wanted to be like Cosby. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
He even
yeah.
said it, but I never heard that before.
Yeah. So I might be getting the Cosby and Pryor thing wrong, but definitely Cosby wanted to be like George Carlins. And in the interview that I watched, he was like, George Carlins never gave him credit. Like, or respect because he saw him trying to be like him. He was like, no, do your own thing. And after he did his own thing, which kind of worked, obviously he made millions of dollars and he had his own sitcom and he had his family, Huxtables, and he fucking raped somebody. Like at the end of the day,
perhaps several.
Yeah, several,
Perhaps
maybe.
several
Who knows? But my thing is like he wasn't honest with himself, and maybe he wouldn't be in the trouble he was in now if he would have just been more honest. You know what I mean? And he decided that hey, I can.
Is that, you really believe that? No, I don't think.
You don't think that?
Sorry,
No, it's perfectly fine. The rant pretty much ends there. But yeah, you don't think that?
No, I think Cosby is a winner, and he acts like a winner with all the moral choices and all the. When you're a winner, man, you just go, fuck it, I'm entitled to everything, and I don't care. And if you don't like it, fuck you, you're a loser. He acts. He's been a star athlete. He's been a major comic, a major TV star. He's played this game better than the best, you know. So why he doesn't have to apologize. He would never apologize. Let's put it that way. And I think he just grew up in that world where he was allowed to do that because you make us money, because you make us a big.
I agree to that one.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, and now he's at a point where I don't know why he stumbled. I don't know why the women who are. I know why they are saying what they're saying, but why now? I mean, it's very interesting.
No, apparently they've been saying it for years. Like they've been saying it, but nobody.
Well, I guess because of Hannibal.
Hannibal did his own thing, and yeah. But I don't. Like we were talking about apology. Like I think, and I do this on stage too. I talk about back then that was probably accepted. You know what I mean? Not that you should do it. Not saying it's a good thing to go ahead and rape people.
No, let's be clear. You're saying you think it was accepted that you could, like,
I think it's still.
Mickey will give a woman a Mickey and then have sex with her, right?
Is that what you're saying? That and also just doing that whole act.
I think he went beyond it, man. I mean, he went beyond it. I mean, there's one thing. I mean, it's still shitty. Like if you pick up a woman and you put a roofie or whatever in her drink, but it's kind of like you were here, you know what you came into, and you know you made a choice. Where he would lure them with like, hey, you know, come on over. We're gonna talk about this, and then he'd fucking drug them. That's a different thing.
You don't think they're still doing that now? Like you don't think like there's like executive producers or football players? Yeah, so
of course.
But now it's frowned upon. They don't have faces.
I don't think it was never an acceptable thing to do that.
I don't know, because back then,
amongst decent people
in the 70s, like that's when they did like coke and like all these crazy drugs. You don't think someone was like, oh, she's fucking, no, I'll just have sex with her now.
Yeah, but there's a difference between a woman who meets a guy at a bar. And
I didn't even mean at a bar.
And you go, and I'm not saying that if they get raped, they deserve it. I'm just saying,
no, I don't think
at least the woman had something there at one point. But these women were trusting this guy straight up. They didn't want to date him. He was married most of the time, I think. So they were going, oh, this guy doesn't want this, and then he drugged them and raped them. You know, so that was never acceptable.
Also paid them off.
Unless you're a Viking or a crew of pirates. Maybe amongst pirates they would go, like, no, this is cool.
It's the best Viking ever. I don't know. It just with all that, it seems like that might have been a thing that they were doing back then. Just like how some cops were racist back in the past, and it was perfectly fine.
Really bad, they were.
A lot of them were. Like, you know what I mean? And that was just a thing. Like it was one of those things that's like, okay, well, he's racist. What are you gonna do about it? And then you knew, like, something bad happened to you in the streets, and the cop punched you in the face, or why do you do it? Because I was black. Okay, well, that's the thing they did. Those guys didn't apologize. It was a thing that was accepted back then. Now, I think now it's kind of changed. It's shifted. Obviously, society doesn't allow that or accepts it, which is great. I think that's good. Rape is bad. But just for the listeners.
Hey, everybody out there, we just want to reiterate.
Rape is bad. Sponsored by Rape, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just one of those kind of things. I think... I don't even know how we got onto this topic. How did we get onto...
Because we're comics and we can't keep on one topic.
Yeah, okay, yeah, porn. Yeah, sorry.
Well, can I ask you, like, so I tried to finesse that point about how there's a difference between a woman meeting somewhere in a public area and then being lured into whatever bullshit. Did I finesse that correctly, or did I feel like I didn't say it? Because I don't want to...
Is it because I'm the token woman here?
No, I thought Chris was.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
I thought Chris was.
Wearing a dress right now, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Very pretty.
There's a token everything in this circle right now.
Token old guy.
Latino.
All right, wait, I want to say this.
Swimming across that river, by the way.
Well, I don't know. It was cold.
Cold?
I was
I thought it
exhausted.
was a warm river.
I came via. I have nothing that followed
The
up
Arctic.
with. Yeah, that's right. I swam in from Alaska.
Because you were so old that the Earth shifted, right? Is that it? Is that what it was?
See, that's the only reason I would roofie a woman. Just to get her to shut up. That's the only reason. Are you gonna rape me now? No, just sleep.
Maybe that's what Cosby didn't like. Women talking.
Shut up. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, God. Look, I don't know. This is what I'm going to say. We were talking about porn, all right? I watch a lot of porn, right? And there was a blooper. There was a blooper. I like watching the bloopers of porn. And there was one video I watched. I was like, this is fucked up. All right, the video's happening. They're having sex. They're doing a thing. She's like, faking, whatever. And then the guy goes, cut, right? But the porn star guy fucking like did 3 more thrusts. And that, in my mind, I was like, that's rape. That's how rape is. Because technically, it's supposed to be done. Like, there's no more acting. But he kind of did it. And she was like, like, and everybody left.
By the way, I love how you brought rape and porn together.
Yeah, of course.
That's other unsavory thing we want to bring together.
Yes, I'm just saying. Like, that's...
Poverty. There's a great book by Christopher Hedges, and he's a...
I was just going to say Chris Hamilton. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know I wrote a book. Sorry. I didn't write a book, guys. Sorry, don't do that to me.
An apology would be awesome, right?
I gave it to you already.
Chris Hedges, he's a reporter for the New York Times, and he covered the porn industry because he's a former priest, and he wanted to see
what
the book is about.
Like,
it's about distraction, like the wrestling, pornography, entertainment, how it's become this thing where it's made to just distract you, and you don't pay attention to issues that are going on out there. And he interviewed a lot of porn stars, and they talk about how, like, I willingly went into it, but once I said yes to it, there was going to be a lot of physical, like, intensity, like violence that you agreed to, because you want money. The more you're willing to do, the more cash you're going to get, and it was really disturbing because a lot of these women end up like being counselors, to other women in the business. Why was I saying that? I guess you were bringing up like the specter of violence. Like, look, I'm not going to pretend I've never seen porn. I watched it this morning.
Everybody's
I actually directed some. I actually
really.
I casted.
How do you do that?
Well, you know what?
Spit on that dick. You just get action.
By the way, the most disgusting thing in porn
is really spit on dick.
This is hot. Why did she spit on his dick?
I think that's pretty hot. How do you feel about that, madam?
Well, I mean, you have to do it occasionally.
Boom! See that? That's why it's attractive. That's why.
A loogie.
Yeah. As ugly as well. Right in your jugular, whatever that area is. Just.
So, I mean, do you watch porn at all?
I have my own specific types of porn.
Right.
Like, I like gay porn.
Right.
Why?
Male porn. Because I like men.
So you like 2 men going at it?
I like 2 men together.
But you can't.
But I don't like girl on girl because that looks like it hurts,
Wait, go. I want to hear more.
Girl on girl is so painful that, like, I'm like, ow, their nipples must really hurt right now.
Why is it painful, actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, when girls go at each other's clits, right? It's usually for the pleasure of the guy watching. We don't go at each other's clits that way.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
And when
wait,
girls
I'm sorry. You
bite
said
each
we.
other's nipples,
Does that mean you?
when 2 girls.
You've
go
been with a girl
together-
before?
Sure. When 2 girls
sorry.
go together, I'm an omnisexual. How about that? I don't know how else to put it. Anyway,
Meaning when
you watch
I know.
sex is represented by Omnipop.
Exactly.
No.
There's a pop star. I have some management. There's things that happen.
Polyamorous is what it's called, isn't it?
I'm sure there's terms for it. Just kind of
nasty?
like trisexual.
Bisexual. No, is that not? No, that's not one bi.
Quattro.
Oh no. Okay, cool.
What's in the room is sexual?
What's in the room of sexual?
What's in the room?
What's
Just
that?
kind of like what's in the box.
What's that reference to?
It's a reference to that movie with Kevin Spacey. What's in the box?
I know what that
What's in
is.
the box?
Is that
7?
7, yeah, with the head. The head's in the box.
Oh shit. Okay.
Spoiler alert, sorry guys. Okay, so you guys haven't seen that movie 7, we ruined it.
Speaking of rape and violence.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, so if I understand it all, you're saying that because you have to heighten how this looks for the camera.
For the guys. that
Like
are
yeah.
watching it,
So it's like what are you guys
Ow,
like women like
my clit.
lesbians
Like, my
and women
clit
are
just-
like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's like a clamshell just shuts.
Yeah, exactly.
When
What
I
are you, an
watch-
alligator?
Yes.
Alligator. Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
usually alligator porn in my
I've had great sex in my life. Visually, it probably looked like, are they doing anything?
Ha!
Because it really isn't about like thrusting hard like it does in porn.
I
Like,
just don't want to hear about.
What?
I just
Oh,
don't
no, no.
want that visual in my head.
Oh, is it him or just in general? Is that what-
I really don't want that visual in my head. But no, I mean, like it's what it feels like isn't what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's almost like stand-up. It was described to me when you're doing stand-up. It's such a boring medium, and you'll be on stage and you think you're just being over the top and like just making big awkward motions. But then if you look at the video, like fuck, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
That's what like sex can feel like. It's like it's awesome, but if you're looking at it, you're like, what do you guys do?
That's your porn life.
That's what I think his porn life is. Just like stand up. You call them hoes and bitches and they leave the room. That's what you do.
Wait, what?
There's 5 girls on the side of
You get mad bitches and just call them hoes and bitches and they leave. This is a reference from before.
Is
You guys will never fuck me.
Yeah, you did say that.
No. Because I was trying to justify
why get them back?
Why I said what I said. I go, and so I thought it would be funny just to go when you know you're not, because I wasn't under. By the way, it's not like I wanted to fuck them,
Yeah.
So I'm going. I have nothing to lose. I can say whatever. And I do think too many shows that I've been part of in my life, like the pretty girls were the pain in the asses because they're so used. It's the very embodiment of entitlement.
Yeah.
We're awesome and hot, no shit. And then you go.
Do that again. Sorry. I just love that. That was.
We're awesome and
That's how they sound.
What's that?
We're so hot. We're so awesome.
By the way,
loves
that was them. Wasn't that
Yeah,
them? That's
they
exactly what
jumped on stage and started talking for some random reason.
And
Oh, they wanted you though.
You think they like black meat?
Did you see those girls get up on him?
yeah, I just wanted to hear you say, you think they want black meat? How did you say that?
They wanted you.
Did they like black meat? Yeah. Because I was the innocent in me, but like the horniness
Welcome to the Black Meat podcast with Chris Hamilton, everybody. The Black Meat podcast.
Black Meat podcast.
Okay. You're an attractive guy.
Oh, thank you.
And you're black, which is pretty hot right now. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think maybe for
atmosphere.
cops.
So
For the cops, they'll
And
find
you're
us.
a great combination of you got a street vibe, but you're also kind of safe. You're like the in-between black guy.
Yay!
Like
I'm the transitional black guy.
Exactly.
That's what I try to be.
Exactly. Oh, he's cute. He doesn't seem dangerous. We'll fuck him, and then we'll go on to the thugs.
Yeah, the thugs.
fucking
Yeah,
psychos, you know?
Like
yeah.
he'll make breakfast and clean the dishes.
Yes. Maybe
Like
something like that. Very
minds,
close.
in their minds, their dads might accept you.
Yeah.
They're at least willing to go. Okay, you can come in the house.
With the pipe in their hands. Yeah. I'm alright with
You
that.
speak very well, young man.
I hate that. I hate when they say that. That's such a stupid compliment, right?
I agree.
You speak well.
I
What
don't
the
mind
fuck?
it. I don't mind it from white people. I mind it from my own community. That's when it's a pain in the ass.
Why? Wait, why?
Because you're like, are we just committing to being ignorant? Why do we have to associate being authentic with being a moron or speaking like a moron?
Wait, so you're saying an ignorant person will look at you and go, "Oh, you speak well, nigga," like that? Sorry.
No apologize.
No apologies.
Yeah.
That's like my fifth
No,
one.
I'm just saying my own community, meaning Latinos have been the only ones who've ever really said that. Like, yo, dude, why are you talking white or something? First of all, they're talking with a black accent. You're like, okay, but I don't know where you get the authority
Latinos are
to speak
confused.
how I speak. And then, guess what? White people don't own the language. It's my choice to speak that way.
Yeah.
And you're giving me shit. And by the way, I will go, do you speak Spanish? I'll talk to them and they don't speak Spanish. So it's like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's the worst. That sounds worse
Like,
than-
what is threatening about a person of your community speaking the way I speak? Besides the fact that I'm going to call you an asshole.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I mean, what is it? Is there any correlation amongst a woman or a white person speaking a certain way that people are like, why do you talk like that? Oh my god, you're weird.
I mean, I can't really talk because my voice sounds like that of a 10-year-old. So all my life has gotten like, why do you talk like that? Or people will mimic me. Like they'll start talking higher than I talk.
Does that enrage you?
That's partly why I do stand up is so that my voice gets, I'm sure there's like some kind of subconscious shit that going on. Like, hear my voice, bitches.
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 That's such a nice. You can say anything and it sounds like a compliment.
I was about to
I
say,
take
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Like, let's fuck.
Oh, I would, like that's what I would say. I'm like, oh my god, yes, please.
Let's write porn together. We were talking about Patrice and porn. I want to go back to Patrice
Sure,
and
go.
porn.
Go take it.
Because you made a comment about Patrice O'Neal.
Yes, one of the greatest.
Kanye West.
One of the greatest.
Watching porn.
One of the greatest industries.
And then Mr. Rocha over here, Joseph, made a comment about how Kim would hate that.
Hate what?
Or not hate that, but how did Kim accept that?
But then
As
you
his
brought
wife.
up that I forgot she made
She's
a sex tape.
she made a sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so little of those people. I mean, in general, not meaning I look down upon them, although I do that too. And I forget that's what kind of propelled her into fame, right? Like she made with another black fellow.
With a black man.
Ray J didn't make anything out of that. I think that's pretty dope. Fuck Ray J.
Well, okay, here's my question about voice. Okay, it has to do with sex and voice, alright? Okay, how do we put this? Alright, well, no, this is just an homage to Teresa O'Neill because I feel like he should be brought into the circle. Is that he talks about the king and the queen, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he talks about the king and the queen and how she's a rider. And my point about this, how does this deal with voice? I don't know.
Well, it continues. Why stop?
Because, like, everybody needs a rider.
What do you mean by rider? I don't know.
Like, everybody...
Yeah, no, somebody, a down-ass bitch. I get you.
A down-ass human.
Yeah, yes.
In any form.
Human. Yes, in any form.
In any form.
I love that you both think you've cleared it up for me.
Wait, no, really?
Yeah. I mean, okay, rider means a down-ass human. I'm still lost. Talk about the Beatles.
Talk about the Beatles.
You didn't have any... You know who was rider with you on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day at that point when you were on stage where the other comics were your riders?
They had your back regardless.
They had your back. Even though there were only men fucking your ride.
You know that I still don't understand. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I didn't. My experience on stage was just that I'm doing.
Think about chess, the king and the queen.
Sure.
The king can move one space, and the queen can move all fucking spaces, like unlimited. She always has the king's back. Like if the king's ever in trouble, the queen is usually the one you go to get you out of problems.
Sure.
That's what she means.
But no, I get the metaphor. What I don't get is that it's not my experience on stage. I never think. I mean, you know, I can hear comics laughing, and you go, okay, that's who's listening to me, and I'm going to play up to them if I have to. But I never feel like I go, oh, guys, I need you on my back. I mean, I go, I got it. I've been doing this long enough that I feel pretty confident that I can handle it. I think I can't accept the chess analogy. I think of it more as like a boxing analogy. You know what I mean? Like you're out there and you're doing your thing, and maybe you go to the ring and, you know, all right, let's take out your mouthpiece and give you water, fix your cuts. But even then, after a set, I mean, you only get one shot. I mean, you don't take a break in the middle of your set and go check in with the comics.
No.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say this really quickly. I never felt like I was a comics favorite, so I would never listen to the comics. If they laughed, I was happy. Yeah. But I never felt that comics thought anything of what I did. I didn't care because I was trying to get the clump of people in front of me to laugh. And I think that's one of my biggest strengths because, catering to comics is, you know.
You just gonna ignore the whole the down ass bitch part we was going with, huh?
We was going with the down ass bitch.
Why'd you go comic?
Yo, you got a down ass bitch?
Yeah, I wish.
You
I don't. Yeah, but you don't have. I get that you didn't understand it, but we weren't going on comedy with this. We were going relationship.
You went straight to comedy.
Right to comedy.
I use it as an example. Here's why I changed the subject because we had something going in the beginning that was really, really cool, and I heard that there was okay. Anyway, I have a question for you. So those girls were on you on New Year's Eve, they were totally on you, and what is it that's keeping you from a rider?
I don't want a rider.
What do you want? Chris.
I want to be the lone wolf. I just what? That's what the comments about.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
The lone wolf.
Yeah.
I'm sick of people thinking guys only want to fuck everything in the room.
Lone wolf's
oh no, I don't think she means that.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, what she means is Jay-Z to a Beyonce. He's panicking right now. Jay-Z to a Beyonce. Will Smith to Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you do something good or bad, you have someone to be like, oh well, this is what used to happen.
Absolutely.
I did a show once, and this comic goes up on stage, and he bombs horribly. You can tell he bombed. Mm-hmm. And he picks up his phone after the set, doesn't say anything to anybody, because that's what we do, we don't make eye contact. And he just act like it didn't happen, I don't know. And he went to his phone, and I watched him. I look over his shoulder, and I was watching him text. I assumed it was his girlfriend or somebody, because he wrote, baby, I just took one real bad today.
Aww.
And that's his rider. That's the person he's like, I did horrible, please come back and comfort me, help me out. And that's what you mean by rider, right? Someone you can just did something bad. Yeah. So when we were talking about you on stage and what you were doing, they were kind of rooting you on. That's kind of thing. That's what we kind of meant by that, right? Is that what you were going with? But me, I don't want to do bad on stage and have to rely on someone because in my mind I feel that person will disappear. It'll disappear. I think I should count on myself for that. I think if I'm doing a set and it goes bad, I will go to you guys and be like, hey, what should I have done to make it better? But I'm not going to you guys to be like, oh, pat me on the back, Chris, you did well. I want you guys to be like, no, you fucking took a dick today and be happy with that dick that you took. and hopefully don't take another one. And I know that. I'm going to be like, well, I don't want to take another dick. I'm going to try my best not to take dicks.
What are you talking about now?
You're your own rider.
Someone is texting me, right? It's going to be horrible.
Want to take a break? Want to stop for a second?
No.
Keep this going.
Nobody's texting me. It's just this phantom.
Okay, okay, cool. Never mind.
All right.
Fuck it, guys. Sorry about the vibratings. Only time I'll apologize about
I don't
that.
want to talk about comedy because apparently it makes you guys uncomfortable.
I love
No.
comedy.
I don't want this to be like a comedy thing. I think because we're comics.
Cater to my passive aggressive.
No, I'm not catering to it. I'm just saying we're obviously comics. We're going to say things that are funny. We're going to talk about things that happen on stage.
I think that's a great instinct to follow. It's like you just be self-contained about what you do. Like, I remember early in the days, I'd get off stage, and then I would wait by the entrance, waiting for the audience to, like, give me some kind of approval. And that got so old and sad so quickly that I realized, you know what? I believe in what I do, so I got to give myself my own accolades and my own, like, dude, you're doing a good job, whether, I did or didn't. And I love it when comics, after a set, they go, was that good or bad? I'll go, that sucked.
Ha.
Because it's my way of saying, stop it. Stop it. Go to wherever you need to go.
Well, they're
right
not
now.
getting that. Okay, you have to tell them that part too. Because if I did horrible.
No. I think comics who are sharp enough realize, oh, that's right. Yeah. What their reaction should be, hey, asshole, you're an asshole, but you know what? You're right. What am I being so nakedly needy for?
Okay, that's a good point. Okay,
Yeah.
I get that one. Okay.
Yeah, like most comics, I don't think need to be coddled, but they are coddled. And you just gotta go.
Well, because this is a profession where we get like rejected a lot. I mean,
so what?
That sucks. Rejection
Of course it does.
is a
Of course it does.
Now, in
So
other
what?
professions,
It's still your
you get
responsibility.
rejected, but not as much. I think a comic is probably one of the biggest professions where you get rejected a whole lot.
Are you kidding me? Actors get rejected. That is actually the
No.
actual job.
See, actors, you have to audition, and no, you don't get the job. We have to. I don't know. You do it. You go out, you bark, hundreds, thousands. They say no. You get 30, maybe in, if you're lucky. So that means 100 out of the 100, you're getting like 15 in, and they go, oh, I'll go in. So that's rejection. Then you go up on stage. Hopefully they like you. If they don't like you, you got rejected again. You get back there. Oh, Joe, how'd I do? Fucking sucked. Oh, thank you. My only person I could come to because you know how this goes, and you fucking kind of rejected me too. That's what I'm saying.
But they didn't reject you. They're actually telling you. It's like a pack of wolves. If one of the wolves is weak, they attack it, right? Is that what you're saying?
He's the lone one, but
Yeah, the lone one.
They,
Oh shit, it's a lone wolf. Get this nigga. Sorry.
here's what we're gonna do.
where the fuck it is in German. Lone wolf.
I'm gonna
No,
deal
wolf.
with one problem at a time. First of all, I'm gonna create a thing called a sorry jar.
Sorry, John.
And every time you say sorry, you gotta put $5
Well,
in the jar, and it goes to the homeless.
I
It goes to the homeless.
I'm a
It goes to the
comic. I
homeless.
have like 2.
I don't care.
Yeah, this-
Then
this-
be
I have one
sure.
to the bar.
Then be sure to
Fuck
not say
that.
sorry. Then.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
What if I'm literally serious about being sorry though? What if I'll stop doing it now, but what if I say something that's like completely, come on, man.
All right, let's see. Do we have too many strands on the table right now? Because I do want to address that, but I mean, I don't want to keep going. You know, it's like it's opening all the windows
He's
of the
talking
computer.
about rejection.
Yeah, I think
Okay, wait, before we go,
I'll finish with that.
the title of this should be Pilot. Call it Pilot. Go.
Okay, it's and like when a comic does it to you, I think of it as a wolf, like a pack of wolves, going, dude, you're being weak right now. Bite you, so you strengthen up, and you go keep going because you don't have comics more than anything in the world. I think need to have someone going, let it go. You need to get up in front of an audience right now and make them laugh. I don't need you crying or sad. Like that when my parents died both times, I love that comics were around me, like making fun of me or teasing me, because the last thing I need to do is get lost in like sadness. No, dude, you have to get up and it's your job.
Okay.
You know, and so I think that's when I do that at least. When
Well,
I'm going,
okay.
no, you sucked.
Just-
it's my way of going, fuck you, Chris.
You could-
No, it's like Chris, like take care of yourself. I mean, you know.
No, I get it. Wait, just so we get this clear, you meant both your parents are gone.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought they came back and then died again. That's what I thought originally. I was like, why would they die double times? Like, what did you do?
I come from zombies.
The cover is dead again. Okay. No. Okay, I get that.
Did I say it that way?
Yeah, you said twice, and I was like, wait, they both died twice? Like, but I know what
did
you
say?
meant now.
No. What did I say exactly? I want to hear what I
You said, my parents both died twice. Or twice. I heard twice in there. Did you say
Go
twice?
back and listen to the.
At some point.
Sure.
We'll not.
That'd be wonderful if I did that.
But
Yeah, my parents are very special people.
very special. They're like,
Or that's how much they wanted to hassle me again. Back and just like,
get
no,
back.
I've done it.
Boo. Okay, now real. It's the time. But no, like I did a show once, and I realized certain comics have stupid ideas of what's funny.
Farts.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I think God made the best joke ever by making farts. But we was doing a show, and I referred to one comic, female comic, as Madam. I said, Madam, yada yada, and I didn't know she was a comic at the time, and she was up on the list and whatever. She came up after me, and she goes, "Oh, never been called Madam before. I feel so offended. I can't believe you called me Madam." And then she goes, "Yeah, my mom died, and she was an ass bitch." I was like, "What? So you're offended by me saying you calling you a madam, but you're not offended by you talking about your dead mother? Like, that's stupid." And that's what I meant. So when I say sorry, I'm making sure I'm not fucking with something you don't want me to fuck with. That's what I do. But if you tell me right now I have no limits with you, fuck it, I'll do it.
Absolutely.
I'll go with it. Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
That's good. Okay.
I really fear what's coming next.
Yes, it's gonna be a lot of horrible shit. It's gonna be physical humor. It's good.
I already got Bellich against me, and now you.
Yeah, so that you did it on yourself. You put it upon yourself. But
No, but I bust a lot of balls, and so I love it when I get it back, even if it hurts, because you're like, all right, cool.
Whenever I give you balls back, you go, you made me hurt my feelings.
When was that? And
When I said, fuck you, Joseph, bro.
well, you know what?
you called me by your whole name.
Because I didn't know you at that time. I didn't realize that you were a hostile,
Yeah.
angry person. Initially, I didn't know that, because I do have a thing about, on an interpersonal level, it's like I gotta figure out, okay, what are the buzzwords that I gotta work? Because how many times have I pissed you off when I wasn't trying to piss you off? I'm kidding and being silly, right?
True.
And then so it's like, now that I'm getting used to you, I go,
Fart
oh,
jokes.
what's that?
So offensive to me.
Which one?
Fart joke.
Sorry.
No, I'm not a fart joke guy, but Robert Hawkins, very funny comic. Both of you should try to see stuff on YouTube. He goes, I don't care. I think they're funny. I hope that the last thing I do in my life is die and I fart as I leave. They're like, hey, how you doing? And then he dies.
Just shit himself.
But otherwise, yeah, it's not my favorite kind of humor. It's embarrassing to me, I guess. You know?
No, it's. I think funny is funny, and that's definitely funny. I think it's. You can relate to. Everybody can relate to
depends on
farting,
how comfortable you
and
are with
everybody's
your body.
afraid of it. Yeah, because everybody's afraid of fart. But we all fart. I had my friend the other day talk to me about like, how do you feel about like shitting on the first date? And I was like, that's
Wait a
true.
second. Okay, now I have to figure out.
Depends
Do you
where.
mean taking a shit while you're on the date, or shitting on the date? There's two different realities there.
Like
the
on
first
the
one.
chest or
Exactly.
I think either or is true love. Either or.
Okay,
is-
let's address both ones.
Okay.
If should you shit on someone on the first date?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Yes.
And then
Why?
Because that's being vulnerable. You're being open with someone. The shit on somebody's chest, you're saying yes. Yes, you're taking me in for whatever I am, and you're taking it on your chest. That's amazing. I think that's amazing. And the same thing goes with shitting in a bathroom. Like, because a lot of people have sex on the first date, don't they? That's one of the things we do. We have sex on the first date.
after you shit on them, yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope so. That'd be
Let
weird.
it out.
Yeah, you gotta let it out. So yeah, like that should be a thing. We think, oh, okay, I'll have sex with them on the first date, but that's not true love. That's just something you want to do. But the long run, how open you can be with someone is to shit on someone's chest, metaphorically, as well as physically.
Shat on your chest before.
I have not had someone, but I would love for someone to do that. If I was like,
No, you
fucking,
don't, really.
if I was going at it,
Are you saying that for comic
Steaming-
effect?
no, I'm literally.
Steaming pile just sitting there.
If someone shit on my chest, I'm like, she really cares. that means she really
I don't
cares.
believe you. I feel like you're saying this for effect.
No. I'm saying this literally because
Very interesting.
when you're married to someone, what is there? What is there to marriage? You marry them, you have kids with
You
them.
shit on their chest.
Yeah, hopefully it should be marriage should
Now
be something
I know
sacred.
why you have a hard time finding a
Look,
relationship.
baby, just let me shit on your chest, girl. Come on,
now.
this black meat. Come on, baby. But no, it's just
Diarrhea?
no, not diarrhea. That's fucked up. Don't show me your worst.
First of all, Chris, this is the first time you've ever said anything like this, right?
No, I've thought this.
When have you said like, "Hey guys, can I
You
tell you my
want
shit"?
shit?
If you Google Chris Hamilton, and you put up YouTube, the first thing you'll see is my first set I taped, and in that I opened up with shit on someone's chest. I completely. This is like 3 years ago. That's how I feel about this, and it's Vulnerability. When I date someone, most people go, "Oh, I can't. My ex is in the room. I gotta leave." Why? If you've had sex and literally opened up to someone that you cared about, and you show them who you really are, you shouldn't mind. You shouldn't mind the darkness you had in there, or like the bright sides of everything. You just be open, and that's.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
'Cause, like when I first have sex with a woman, I like to have a knife
Shit
in
on
my
their chest.
throat,
Oh my, why?
a hammer, and get ready to hit because that's pretty vulnerable.
No,
That's
I guess
vulnerability.
maybe. No, not at all.
As long as they don't take a shit on my chest.
No,
They
I'm
can
just
put a knife
saying.
to my throat.
It's just.
The most vulnerable I ever felt during sex was when I had a girlfriend who wanted me to slap her ass before I had a girlfriend who made me comfortable with it. But she was like, all like, I want you to make me feel pain. I was like, what are you talking about? She said, I want you to punch me. And I was like, this is the most horrible thing in the world. Because at that point, all I knew was my parents beat the shit out of each other. And she was like disappointed. And by the way, I was like the size I am now. And what if I just, went a little too far?
She wanted it.
No, but I couldn't do it. It wasn't until I met a different woman who was actually knew how to introduce it. What's that?
Nothing.
No, what'd you say? I couldn't hear it either.
Look how nervous he's getting.
I'm vulnerable. Which I don't mind getting there, but I'd like to do that more.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so good at talking fast and getting past them. Thank you. I take a look. That to me is the truth. And I'll tell you, because I've been trying to write this for a year. When you're talking about a separate thing, but you make an aside, like you go like, hey guys, you know how like I'm an asshole. And someone will go, yeah, you are. Like, wow, I wasn't talking about that. But now I'm only going to focus on that. That's what the truth sounds like. When it's that unedited and pure, you know how I'm an asshole. Mm-hmm. And then you have to pretend to care about what you were talking about. Opposed to, why do you think I'm an asshole?
It's inside.
So I would like to be more in those moments of uncomfortableness, uncomfortability or uncomfortableness.
It doesn't matter.
Discomfort.
That's
I
what,
think you're right.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why should that matter? We know
Why
what
should
you
what
meant.
matter?
We know what you meant by what you were saying, regardless what the correct grammatical term might have been. So we accept you. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't you, as a writer, I think of myself as a writer comic. I want precision. If I could be as precise as possible. Which doesn't mean I always am, but that's what I shoot for.
Nah. I found out.
I just think stop there. That was perfect.
Okay, cool.
Nah.
No, okay, cool. That's it. Just edit that part. Nah, I just have a commercial break. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I don't know. Because they're going to understand you. I think we're trying to deliver a joke the best way we can, and we want to make sure that they get all the components of that joke, so that way it can be packaged as funny or delivered as funny. But if you know what I mean, if I went and like I'm doing that in the story, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not saying words. Is that not a word then?
If you did it during a story, I go, what the fuck is he on right now?
It happened to us on Christmas.
Yeah.
Us. Not us, sorry. Keep going.
No, what happened?
We'll go. Oh, I said sorry. By the way, I would shit on both of your belly buttons.
I would love for you to shit on my belly button.
I'm not sure the chest part.
Hopefully it's logged though. I don't.
It would be. I would make sure I had plenty of fiber.
Good.
I don't know if you folks can tell, but I'm crying right now. I want shit on my belly button.
Centrum 69.
The minute you squat ready to shit on my belly button, I go, okay, you can leave now. You can leave now. I think.
Really? I'd be so hard.
First of all, I do not believe you.
No.
That's something you would allow to happen.
Yeah, because like that's love. You know what I saw the other day?
It's not.
Listen,
It's
this is what I.
taking
This
a
is what.
shit.
This, no. This is what I saw the other day. The other day, probably like 3 days ago, I saw.
I get creeped out by a woman spitting on a penis during porn. So
Yeah, come on, let her be her. That's her. That's what she does to make you happy. No, is that bad? She's trying to make you happy, but spitting on your dick to make your like blowjob or hand job better.
All right.
It's an investment.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Okay. All right.
But I saw a couple on Lower East Side. They were both doing crack, and in my mind, I was like, "That's what love should be. That's how love." Because even though they both probably have a horrible crack addiction that ruined their lives, I can assume that they're there for each other. Like riding down bitch. It's like down bitch. Like that's what she is. Whatever's happening there, they're with each other and they're comfortable with that. If somebody out of that relationship went to someone else like, hey, you want to do crack? No, get away from me. That's not. You don't care then. You don't care about me, and I think you should be vulnerable.
I do get what you're saying, and I actually agree with you. I'm actually a pretty vanilla person, though, for the most part.
I don't know what that means at all.
I'm like, when it comes to sex, you're not gonna get too much out of the ordinary, but you're gonna get me committed. You know?
But what if they wanted
you're
that?
You're gonna get me committed and focused and doing a great job and enjoying it. But I'm not. I'm like I said, like someone wanted me to slap her and stuff, and I was like, I'm not into that.
And how long did you guys last?
2 years, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Guess.
Well, and you didn't
it's
slap
that much
her?
more investment that you lose when you break up. You're like,
Yeah.
2 years. But so yeah, I'm pretty vanilla. I in terms of everyone else, I'm completely enjoy hearing how crazy people get. I think it's wonderful. I'm just not that free. I intend to be. I actually want it. That's one of my only resolution for 2015 is to be as bold and courageous as I can be, whatever that means. You know, because
Started off good. The show we did.
Yeah.
With the bitches
you
and
know what?
hoes.
Thank you for saying that. I did not feel that way. I felt like the first set we did, or the first show that we did, that was what I enjoyed doing.
Oh no, I meant like.
No, I know. The first show that I did was what I enjoyed doing. The second one was like, all right, they're a little unfocused, and it's kind of a
Because New Year's passed. Yeah.
And I felt like I made that misstep with those women. Like that's generally not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do on a regular basis.
I meant courageous as in like somebody threatens you like, hey, knife fight, Harlem, come meet me. And you go, all right, I'm gonna bring a knife. And I'm like, don't go.
I think
and you go to the knife fight and he has a gun. that's what like you get shot and I'm like, oh, well, he was courageous, did his thing.
There were 5 or 6 tiny white girls giving me the F finger. Hardly.
I'm gonna yelp.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah.
Dumb.
It didn't feel like a Harlem street fight.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you went in there knowing what you're supposed to go in there with, but at no point should you have done it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it was very courageous and very awesome of you. And obviously you got props from comics and me, too. We fucking thought that was dope.
Really? You know what? That wasn't my experience. Not that I was one way or the other. I didn't feel bad about the set. Because what I did was, it was so distracted that I kept focusing. Because that's the game sometimes. Can I get the words out and just continue going? That's, like, what I enjoy doing sometimes. You know?
Yeah, no, I get
You went into your shit bit, and that was great.
you in one of the comics said something like, I don't think of it as a shit bit. Isn't that funny? Because that's a joke that I've always wanted to do on TV, but you can't. Because it wouldn't be funny if I said, if the scat hits the fan, or if the poop hits the fan, you gotta say, shit hits the fan. But it's a funny, benign joke otherwise. You know, the Shakespeare
You
one.
can say poop, right?
Yeah, but it just, like, that would be such a betrayal of, like...
No,
language.
it would be, because you're making it, like, family boing.
Yeah.
But I think it'll work.
It's like in that context,
Shite.
it's the simplest way to eat what?
Shite.
Nah, well, I'm probably do it on English TV now that I think about it. But you know what I'm saying? The joke is so simple and so silly, and it's got a great performance aspect, but I couldn't do it because it says the word shit. That's where you go, what? Yeah. You know. But thank you for the kind words. I didn't have that perspective at all.
Yeah, you suck, Rocha.
What? No, that I knew. That part I felt. Someone take over like Christina Bellich, because I'd like to hear what she has
Ain't
to
nothing
say.
I gotta say.
Okay, wait,
Nobody about nothing.
You said... You said something earlier and I wanted to get on, but I never got a chance. You said you watch gay porn.
I do.
Now, I think that's... I get it. But I think it's weird, because at least for me, I can't even watch 2 girls going at it, let alone gay porn.
Really?
But I can't watch 2 girls, because I can't picture myself in it. I don't see me doing any other... I'm not doing any other work. There's no dick in that.
I don't like it from a very selfish point. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I go like... What do I got to do here? I got nothing to do here. They're totally self-contained.
Yeah, so I don't...
You ladies.
It's like my porn is like big dicks white women. That's what I usually watch. Just because I put myself into it so well. Ladies!
The lone wolf.
Big dicks and white women, huh? There is one series. It's a series. It's called Big Dicks, Big Black Dicks, and Tiny Little Girls, little white girls. And if you want to...
Is it illegal porn? It's just, what are you watching for?
No, Vanilla Joe.
Vanilla Joe!
Yeah.
For the podcast, that's what we're going to call you. Vanilla Joe. Vanilla Joe!
Literally, there's one called Big Black Dicks and Tiny Little White Girls, and you're just like, this is going to be interesting, you know?
I'm not that much into petite. I'm not into petite.
Porn.
Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, so what is the it that you get out of it? What is the thing that makes you go, oh yeah, I can watch this and I like it?
That I can picture myself with both of those men. The opposite of what you... I don't know, I like men. I like watching men do things together.
It doesn't
I
look
like
queer
gay
to
men.
you, like the literal
I
version
like
of...
gay men.
two men doesn't look queer to you. It doesn't look like there's something off about it.
It's beautiful to me.
I can believe that, absolutely.
It's like art. But I also like stills.
Okay.
I can look at stills and totally be fine. Like, I don't need because sometimes video is very over the top.
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, what? There's too much going on. But a still, you can, like, make that into your own scenario. So, did you know that your video recorder stopped, Joseph?
Just did that right now.
It's
All right.
okay. We have
Well, Joe's
two
done.
other
Yeah.
forms of technology.
It will probably end in like a minute. Well, no, 10 minutes from now because it's 49 minutes.
Why not? Yeah.
Well, because it's an hour. Let's try an hour and then we'll see what we can hear.
This is our step one.
Yes, this is our step one.
No, I
have
hate.
to give Chris
That's the
accolades.
problem I always have with podcasts. They end. I'm like,
Christopher.
What? Just a never-ending podcast? That's life.
Yeah, dude, thanks. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, no, this is
I
dope.
was scared to do this, so, dude.
well,
You
The
wonderful.
can we continue or you want to?
Yeah, ask about porn and
No,
shit and
shit about
vanilla
porn.
extract. And
Why am I going to talk about porn? It's like talking about
Marinade.
baseball. Like something I would rather marinate.
Nah, I definitely watch porn.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like masturbation and porn. Like, oh, let's do a whole show on it. Like,
Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, that's where you're going with it. Okay.
Or talking about celebrities. You're like, what? If we have three human beings who are connected and bonded, why would we?
We're actually all naked right now, guys, just in case. Just to
No, you have a
catch you
dress
guys
on.
up on it. Oh, yeah, I took it off. I took.
okay.
Yeah. You didn't see me take it off, man?
For some reason, I want the audience to think I'm in a caftan. Turban. Hello.
Vanilla Joe.
Vanilla Joe.
No, what to expect from him.
Yeah, a little chocolate sauce.
The thing about your
sauce.
voice, like,
What about it?
we've talked about that before. You brought it up a little bit. Like, I love that you go, what about it? Do you feel like you lost it or something, or you feel like it's not what you want it to be? I'm not talking about your specific tonality of your voice, but like, not in that, what do you want to say? Because it is interesting to see this young white woman, going out to all these shows saying some pretty outrageous shit. You know what I mean? Stuff that I've never really been able to say, and I'm going, whoa, where does that come from?
I think that there's a tremendous, like, some people look at people's shells. I feel like Christopher and you both have this, which is funny because we're all together. Christopher is a very gentle sort of spirit, but he has a ton of passion inside of him, and it always comes out, like, even, okay, I think we have the same thing that happens to us, is people typecast us
Yes.
to be very soft, when that's not the case. We're nice. There's a difference between being a nice person and a person with intellect and passion. Like, you can be nice and caring at the same time, but be angry at the world.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on in the world that's why I do comedy, because some people got, like, I'm doing a bit right now on Radha and Krishna, like Hindu stuff. Like, if you look at Radha and Krishna, like, in the religion, like, he fucked her and he left her, and he's a god. He's like, that's fucking funny to me.
I know what you mean.
I don't know if that's, like, what you're going for, but that's what I'm thinking about
That's
right
what you're
now.
giving me, I'll tell you.
Sometimes you gotta say God's a cunt, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
shit.
Things like that.
I love that you can push that button on Chris. That's an easy one to push.
What?
God's an asshole. Hey.
Do you go to church? I've met
No,
people
I'm
that
spiritual.
go to church.
I don't go to church. I'm just spiritual. But no, I get where you're coming from, and I do agree. I know where you're coming from.
I don't believe in gods of any kind, and when I think about what I believe you can choose whatever metaphor you want. And for a while, in the last days where I believed in things like that, I always go, why can't I worship like the gods of Greek mythology? Like, they were always fucking, they were always causing war. They were more human than the gods that seem to be the big deal in America. You know, because
Zeus was a whore.
what's that?
Zeus.
Yeah,
Zeus was
absolutely.
dope,
Oh,
yeah.
like deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat dad.
Yeah, deadbeat dad.
People worship the
cheater,
shit out of him. Yep.
Cheater. A lot of
Poor
sister,
Juno.
a lot of daughter fucking, a lot of cheating with other gods. I mean, you go, that's a better reflection of humanity than like the guy in the sky with the beard, like making shit and then forgetting
Gay
about it.
people
You know?
can't fuck each other. Zeus was fucking a dude at some point, probably. There's gotta be a story
Let
of
me.
something.
Wait a second, you're saying Zeus was on the DL? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying Zeus was on the omnivorous track.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah,
oh,
no, no.
hey, guy with loins. Oh, come over here, sexy. That's what Zeus did. Did I take this to another
No,
retardation level?
I definitely.
Hi,
I think
Chris.
it
How
was.
are you?
I'm good. I think the Bible, religion, whatever one you want to look at. I think what happened was there was some kind of story or lesson that was trying to be delivered, but humans did their part, and I think that was the messed up part.
What do you mean?
As in, I don't think if there is a God, I don't think he thinks that gays are wrong, but I believe that humans think that that's wrong. You know, and I think that's what they did. Like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with what I want to put in there. Just wrote their own kind of idea, even though he kind of said something, inspired them to think something.
Sure.
I'm a big believer that Mary probably slept with a random guy.
Yep.
And was like, hey,
A random guy.
Joseph was cute and he was down the block, and what do? Sometimes
Yeah, I don't even think it was Joseph. I think it was some random dude, like some Isaac. I don't know. I can't think.
Sweetheart.
Some black dude that's going back to Africa. Like, where the fuck am I? She saw the big dick, huh?
Listen, darling, I'm an angel.
Yeah,
I'm an angel sent from
because I know
God
that's what they
to
used to do.
bring
I know that's what Greeks used to do. How you doing, man? And that's one of the things that Greeks used to do. Like women, when they would have sex with like a random stranger, because he was so attractive, they would call him a god. They're like, oh, he's some kind of massive god. He was awesome. It was everything I played. But no, that could have just been like just Fred, like some guy who's like a farmer.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. And then, so I don't know. I think the inspiration is what I follow more, but the human ideals is something I don't really agree with that much. But yeah.
Yeah, I think religion was like an early form of science. I mean, you didn't have a lot of information or knowledge of the world, so you had to create these myths that explain what was going on. And what's the first thing you do is reflect the world around you. So you're seeing, what's around you. Okay, we're going to make one central figure or many central figures, and you tell a story. It's just we forgot to let go. We forgot to let go. Oh, we have more information, and then people got hip about how religion can really control people, and you can make a lot of money from it, So it's twisting into something. Christina has a very expectant look on her
something
face.
to ask this guy. What's up?
Sam Stevens.
Hi, we're doing a podcast. You want to get on?
It's like 4 minutes, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait. Hey, Sam Stevens.
Sup, Sam?
Sup?
Sorry, I'm gonna do that for every new comment that comes in. Sup,
Talking
Sam?
about fucking Jesus. How do you feel?
We weren't talking about that, but we are now talking about
Yeah.
it.
in the
Now
desert. Would you insert yourself in his asshole?
Whoa.
If I met Jesus in the desert, would I insert myself into his asshole?
If you had lube, if lube disappeared.
By the way,
am I getting something from this, or is it just like for kicks?
You have a chance to fuck Jesus. It only happens every once in a while.
That's true. You don't. Maybe that's how you get superpowers. You don't know.
here's the thing though, how did you
might be the way.
guys,
I
how
mean,
did you
we have
happen to
alliteration
end up
for
in the
initials.
desert? That's what I'd like to know. Hey,
He
Jesus,
was
I'm
flying
saying.
in on his magic carpet.
Do
sorry
you have 3
Sam
days?
was,
do you have
right?
3 days?
Sam
do you
had
have 3
magic.
days to fuck him, and then it's like
You have 2.5 days.
2.5. So
Yes.
he's been dead half a day.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a pretty
Now we're
fresh
talking about
body.
court.
That's a fresh body, right?
That is a
like
fresh body.
that's half a day. That's like
At that point, you've been attuned.
bacteria is barely
barely
set
touched
in,
it, yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Well, Jesus is immune to a bacteria.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm just trying to make everybody.
Yeah, no, you're no.
Oh, no, it's
you're
definitely-
making good points here. You're making
making a lot of good points,
Yeah,
actually.
he's gonna
You're
be
not-
back 3 days later. I don't think the bacteria sets in.
But will you or won't you? That's the
Yeah.
question.
Will you or won't you? Now.
Sure. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah?
I'm in.
Who's in?
Okay, now what if he's not Jesus? Which is a random guy.
Oh, he's fucking
Just like-
he's running games? He's running games?
He's running a game.
He's a lone wolf.
Is Jesus a writer? Is
he a
Jesus...
writer?
Jesus have any
Very
STDs?
nice one. Oh, he's like, his body aura's angel sweet whispers.
I don't know if I don't know if an STD could be part of that. Oh, I don't know if maybe he has magical herpes. We don't know.
By the
That's
way,
like,
when you heard
know,
those angels singing,
Angel
you didn't get the
kisses.
jazz
That's
hands.
what it
That
Yeah, it was definitely jazz
God
hands.
invented
Golden
everything.
fingers.
He invented the herpes too.
He definitely did, yeah.
yeah.
Also cured it too. But no, okay. Well, we're almost at an hour. I guess we got a minute left. Let's just try to close it up real quick. Joe, you opened it. I think you should close it. I think that's only.
Okay, first of all, Chris, you got any shows you want to promote? Or anything you want? Twitter handle or anything like that?
Fuck y'all.
Is that your Twitter handle?
Yes. And fuck y'all.
That's not going to get you a lot of followers.
Yes,
Or maybe it will, actually.
It might actually make it a lot.
Do you have... tell me your Twitter.
No, I don't. It's not.
Jesus Christ! What another promoter?
At Hamilton _4 mayor.
No, I don't do the Twitters.
Wow. A show?
Well, no.
Christina, would you like to promote something?
I think that you should love each other more, audience, and give somebody a nickel. Just one, pass them and then say pay it forward. Pass a nickel along. So today is officially Pass the Nickel Day.
Pass the nickel along. I like that. I will be at the comic strip January 5th.
Oh,
man.
showing off, huh?
No, promoting the fucking show is what I'm doing.
Oh, sorry.
You know that's part of our job, you fuckheads.
Oh. When are you going to be there?
Monday, January 5th.
It's not coming out until Tuesday. Sorry, I'm sorry.
You know what, though? I like to get in the habit of doing stuff like that anyway.
No, that's good.
Yeah, just...
I'm messing with you, it will.
You see, this is why I don't know.
This is why you don't like black people?
I don't know. No, that's not the reason I don't like black people.
Nickel.
That's not the one.
Oh, that's not the one.
It's because you're the hot things right now. Like,
you are the hot, I guess.
You were like every woman, like, I want a black dick.
No,
What?
I want a glitter dick.
See that?
See? Can anybody?
Anybody can have glitter.
Does anyone else's brain
After he
stopped
fucks
after
Jesus,
that?
he'll have a glitter dick, I'm pretty sure.
Anybody
please-
can have glitter dick.
And please follow me
Sprinkle it on your dick.
Just a bag of glitter.
Follow him at
Joseph Rocha, Joseph B. Rocha on Twitter, and this has been fun. What's your full name, man? Sam what?
Sam Stevens.
Sam
Alliteration.
Stevens? What?
That's Sam Stevens because of
And then the great Chris Hamilton. Very funny. You're always at the Grizzly Bear, right?
Yeah, come and check me out.
We got any other show out there? Don't you do stuff at the Land?
I do stuff at blah 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 and yada yada.
And
Oh,
is that
man.
still open?
He's trying to be communal and loving.
Yes.
See? We're
You're
not
the
trying
industry. You're trying to ruin me.
We're not
I'm trying to be pure.
part of the thing, man. We're not trying to be part of the machine.
Yeah, next week I'll definitely be part of this team, though. I guarantee it. But this one, I'm gonna.
I so am looking for the machine.
We have to close. It's like
No, we're almost there.
okay,
Christine,
sorry.
anything else you want to say before you? Whatever.
I love you guys and love yourselves.
Wow, that's pretty great. All right, this has been our podcast. We don't even have a name, but it was fun. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.